welcome back to my channel. So today we're in my bedroom because I'm filming a Q&A, as you can probably tell from the title of the video. It was quite highly requested and I got loads of questions, so let's get on with the video. First question was, if you could make dinner for a singer, like one singer, who would it be? And I thought that was quite a hard one, and I don't really know what the answer is. I haven't really thought of the answers for any of these questions, so it's just going to be off the top of my head. Oh, that's so hard. Well, who's my favourite singer at the moment? George Ezra. I'd make George Ezra dinner. I don't know what I'd make him. I'd ask him what he likes. Only because I really like his songs and he just seems like a nice guy. Second question, was there a main person who inspired you to make this cookbook? So the answer is my mum, because she came up with the idea. And at first I was like, oh, I don't know, that seems kind of scary, and I didn't think I could do it. She was like, no, it'll be great, it'll be amazing. So yeah, she inspired me to do the cookbook. Third question, did you make it mainly for D&B or expedition? Basically it was for expedition, so I could raise money, because it's really expensive and they advise you to raise money because it's like part of the fun of it. Sorry for the dog barking in the background. I might just close the window. I don't know if that's better. In answer to question 3, it was mainly for expedition. Question 4, what made you want to make a cookbook? So I've kind of already answered this, but basically I needed to raise money for an expedition to Africa. My mum came up with the idea and we went from there. How long did it take you to make and completely finish it? I think it was about 3 months. We started in October and it was published a couple of days before my birthday, I think, which is in December. So yeah, it was such a rush before it was all published, because obviously we had to cook, write, photograph every single recipe, and there's 50 recipes. So it was really difficult, but we wanted it done before Christmas, so then it could be done for like Christmas presents. I don't even know what question number we're on now, but are you excited for Expedition? Yes, I'm so excited. I think it's going to be amazing. Question number whatever it is, what's your favourite cake to bake? That is a hard one. So basically I have my chocolate and banana cake. Sorry about the dog. I have my chocolate and banana cake recipe in my cookbook. But I also love chocolate Guinness cake, which my mum always makes around Easter time, and has, I want to say, cream cheese and butter icing, which sounds disgusting but it's so good, and mini eggs on top. So either one of those is my favourite cake, and they're both relatively easy to bake, so yeah. What's your opinion on food tech at school? Now, I didn't choose food tech because I didn't really know I was into cooking until I started, if that makes sense. I always found food tech in year 7, 8 and 9, and a little bit in year 10, really stressful. I always forgot ingredients, and I mean, I guess they turned out alright, but they were never as good as like home cooked stuff. I don't know why. I think it was like having to transfer it home in a plastic Tupperware, like, oh, it was just such a faff. So I never really enjoyed food tech, and for GCSE I know there's a lot of theory. I mean, there's going to be effort in every GCSE that you choose, but it just didn't really seem like an option for me. There were other things that I wanted to do for my GCSEs. The hardest challenge you faced when making the cookbook. I'm so good at being inspirational. So what was the hardest challenge you faced whilst making the cookbook? I think it was the time limit. We got a lot of recipes, so that definitely wasn't hard. It was the time limit because that kind of links in with the time that I was writing it and photographing all the food, because I'd get home from school and it would be dark and I wouldn't have any, you need natural lighting to photograph food, so that was really hard. We had to make some recipes twice, maybe even 3 times I think, just to get good photos, so I think taking the photos was definitely the hardest challenge. How many have you sold so far? I want to say 220, maybe 221, around that. What's your favourite recipe? That's really hard because I like pretty much all of them. This is what the front cover looks like. This is what the back cover looks like. I'm just going to have a flick through because I can't remember all 50 recipes. Oh my god, I love paella. I think paella might have to be my favourite. Yummy. Yeah, I think that's my favourite recipe, paella. And then this person asked 3 questions. Actually, do you do first aid? I do babysitting, and before I started I wanted to do a first aid course, but I never got around to it. So I want to do first aid and I want to know it because I know it's something that needs to be known. But I don't do first aid, no. Next question, what is your favourite thing to make food? Probably one of the recipes in my book, just because they're really easy. So that's kind of like, what's your favourite recipe, which is paella. Okay, these 2, they're slightly different to the rest of the questions. The first one is Supreme or Gucci. Probably Gucci, just because I think the stuff's nicer. And why is your cookbook so overpriced? LMAO full stop. Okay, so basically it was really hard picking the price because it is quite thin, and obviously, sorry about the dogs, obviously deal with the dogs barking in the background because there's 2 of them, so they're having a bit of fun. So the book is £10, and as I was saying, it was really hard to price the book because obviously I need to be able to make a profit and sell enough to actually be able to fundraise to like a certain extent. I personally wouldn't say it's overpriced, but then I guess it's subject or like your opinion. So I mean it's quite thin, but there's 50 recipes and it's quite a new market, I think. I don't think there's a lot of cookbooks for teenagers, because I do think most cookbooks just assume a lot of knowledge, and yeah, I guess it's subject to your opinion if it's overpriced or not. I personally don't think it is, but my mum asked a lot of people and they were like, oh yeah, I think £10 would be fine. So yeah, it's £10 so I can make a profit out of it, and me and my mum worked really hard on it. And most cookbooks are like £16–17. So for a non-professional self-published book, I don't think it's overpriced. So this is a really interesting one. How do people in your year/school react to your YouTube? I personally haven't really heard anything from anyone, but not many people in my year like me because I'm quite outspoken. So I guess people probably just talk about me behind my back, but I don't really care because I don't like any of them. It's probably quite negative, but yeah, I haven't heard anything, I'm just assuming. The next question is, where did you get the idea to start the book? So that's pretty much the same as the other couple. It was just from my mum, who, I don't know how she came up with the idea, I might have to ask her actually, to write a cookbook because she has a writing publishing background. For my expedition, so I could fundraise, and are all the recipes dogs have been shouted at and now they've gone inside. The next question is, are the recipes all your own? No, they're not. They're like different friends and families' recipes that they use, and that are easy. And we've got a couple from the internet and recipe books that we use a lot. So there's like a mixture, and I think we've said in all the recipes like where we got them from. Yeah, like, oh, this is from this book or this is from this family. So it's a bit later now, and as you can probably see, like, the quality's not as good. But I just wanted to answer this question. I don't know who sent it in, it's because it's on like an anonymous thing. But it says, do you want to do things based around cooking now that you've started this up? If not, what do you want to do? That's quite a difficult one because I want to do something that's like out of the ordinary, but my mum thinks I'd be a good teacher. Is the dog gonna bark again? Nope. Okay. If I have a chance or an opportunity to do something with my blog, my YouTube channel, my cookbook, anything that can like help me, then I will jump at the chance. And I'm actually working on a project at the moment which I haven't told anyone about. If I suddenly have an opportunity to do something as a job in this area, then I think I would want to do it. But yeah, I'm not really sure at the moment. That is all the questions, so I'm going to finish the video here. I hope you enjoyed and got the answers that you were looking for. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. And yeah, see you next week. Bye!